Every single night, while you think your body is simply resting, a violent biological battle is taking place inside your skull. If you woke up this morning feeling groggy, reached straight for coffee, or felt a wave of brain fog hit you by 3 p.m., your brain didn't actually clean itself last night. Here's what most people don't realize. Your brain has a literal waste clearance system, a plumbing network that only turns on when you are in a specific, deep stage of sleep. If you disrupt this process, even by doing something as innocent as checking your phone one last time or eating a late night snack, metabolic waste builds up inside your neurons. It is the biological equivalent of letting garbage pile up in your kitchen for weeks. A 45-year-old executive came to my clinic last month. Let's call him David. David was highly successful, but completely burning out. He told me, I sleep 7 to 8 hours a night, but I wake up feeling like I've been hit by a truck. My memory is slipping, and I can't focus without 3 cups of espresso before noon. He thought he had early onset dementia or a serious neurological disorder. But when we looked at his nighttime biological metrics, his brain was trapped in a perpetual state of survival mode. We changed exactly 3 things about his evening routine, a protocol I decided to test on myself for 7 days. Within a week, David's cognitive processing speed jumped, his morning cortisol stabilized, and his deep sleep metrics nearly doubled. Before we break down the exact science of what I did every night and how you can replicate it starting tonight, I want to ask you a quick question. Drop a comment below with your current age, what country you are watching from, and how many times you typically wake up during the night. I read through these to tailor our upcoming protocols specifically for you. For decades, scientists couldn't figure out how the brain eliminated dense cellular metabolic waste. Unlike the rest of your body, the brain does not have a traditional lymphatic system. However, researchers discovered a hidden macroglial network named the glymphatic system. A landmark study from the University of Rochester Medical Center, later backed by clinical neuroimaging at Harvard, revealed that this system acts like a hydraulic dishwasher, pumping cerebrospinal fluid through your brain tissue to flush out toxic proteins, including beta amyloid and tau proteins, the exact substances linked to severe cognitive decline. Here is how it works inside your body. During the day, your brain cells are swollen, tightly packed together, maximizing processing power. But the moment you transition into deep, slow-wave sleep, your astrocytes, which are specialized glial cells, shrink by nearly 60%. This dramatic shrinking creates wide channels between your brain cells. Your cerebrospinal fluid rushes through these newly formed spaces, collecting metabolic debris and carrying it away into the venous system to be filtered out by your liver and kidneys. If you eat a heavy meal within 3 hours of bedtime or expose your eyes to high-intensity blue light, your body fails to secrete the necessary melatonin to enter this deep, restorative, slow-wave state. The consequence? Your brain cells never shrink. The cerebrospinal fluid cannot flow. The cellular metabolic waste stays trapped inside your cerebral cortex all night long. You wake up with heavy brain fog, microinflammation in your neural pathways, and a severe deficit in working memory that no amount of caffeine can truly fix. Many people experience a sudden second wind around 10 or 11 p.m. You feel creative, alert, and suddenly ready to clean the house or watch a show. A study from Harvard found that this isn't natural energy. It is a pathological cortisol spike caused by a disrupted circadian rhythm. Researchers discovered that individuals who experience this artificial nighttime alertness have significantly lower heart rate variability the following day, signaling extreme autonomic nervous system stress. In a healthy biological system, your master circadian clock, the suprachiasmatic nucleus in your brain, signals your adrenal glands to suppress cortisol, the stress hormone, as the sun goes down while elevating melatonin. However, when you expose your eyes to artificial blue spectrum light from screens or overhead LED bulbs, past 9 p.m., specialized photoreceptors in your retina send an emergency signal straight to your hypothalamus. Your brain perceives this specific light spectrum as high noon sunlight. It halts melatonin production instantly and triggers an emergency release of cortisol and adrenaline to keep you awake. This unnatural elevation of nighttime cortisol forces your liver to release stored glucose into your bloodstream via gluconeogenesis, causing an overnight blood sugar spike. As a result, your mitochondria are forced to work overtime to process this glucose while you sleep, preventing cellular repair. You spend the night in a light, fragmented sleep state, waking up with a racing mind, high fasting blood sugar, and a profound sense of physical exhaustion. To unlock deep sleep and activate the brain-cleansing glymphatic system, you must consciously shift your body out of the sympathetic fight or flight nervous system and into the parasympathetic state. A clinical trial published in the Journal of Neuroscience demonstrated that specific stimulation of the vagus nerve immediately downregulates the amygdala, the brain's emotional fear center. The easiest, most accessible way to stimulate your vagus nerve at night is through a specific respiration protocol, the physiological sigh combined with strict nasal breathing. When you take a double inhalation through your nose, followed by an extended, slow exhalation through your mouth, you rapidly expand the alveoli in your lungs. This expansion triggers stretch receptors that send an immediate signal through the vagus nerve directly to the sinoatrial node of your heart, slowing down your heart rate. Instead of remaining in a sympathetic state where cortisol dominates, this simple hack shifts you into a parasympathetic state. Acetylcholine and melatonin become dominant. When you skip this intentional nervous system reset and go to sleep stressed, angry, or overstimulated, your body remains under sympathetic dominance all night. Your heart rate stays elevated, your muscles remain tense, and your brain stays locked in high-frequency beta waves instead of dropping into deep, healing delta waves. This prevents your body from repairing torn muscle tissues, balancing your metabolic hormones, and consolidating new memories. When I implemented this exact 3-step routine for 7 consecutive days, the transformations were immediate and measurable via biotracking metrics. By cutting off all food by 7 p.m., avoiding blue light past 9 p.m., and practicing 3 minutes of deep vagal breathing, my sleep latency dropped from 25 minutes to under 8 minutes. By days 4 to 7, my tracking data showed a 42% increase in deep, slow-wave sleep. The subjective difference was undeniable. I woke up before my alarm went off, completely free of that heavy, groggy morning fog. My cognitive clarity lasted all day without a single afternoon energy crash. Starting tonight, I challenge you to try just one simple actionable step from this protocol. Do not eat any calories within 3 hours of your target bedtime. Turn off your television or smartphone at least 60 minutes before your head hits the pillow. Spend just 3 minutes practicing slow, extended exhalations in complete darkness. Observe how much lighter, clearer, and more energized your mind feels when your eyes open tomorrow morning. If this insight changed how you look at your sleep and brain health, hit the like button so we can reach more people who are struggling with chronic exhaustion. Share this with someone who needs to hear the truth about brain fog and long-term health. To join our community of health decoders and never miss a biological breakthrough, make sure to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Let's keep decoding the science of longevity together. I'll see you in the next video.